Captain Caveman!
Hello, and welcome to a very special Caveman's Corner. We don't have Ray here today. We're just going to do a quick UFC 251 breakdown. I lost my power yesterday, so this is getting posted super late, and I don't have Ray, but he did send me his picks. First fight of the night is going to be Amanda Ribas, minus 800, versus Paige Vanzant, plus 550. This fight is pretty easy to pick. Definitely going with Ribas. She brings great striking, really good jiu-jitsu. I mean, she looked great in her fight with Mackenzie Dern, and she survived on the ground with her. There's a couple of chances, and Amanda was able to get out all of them. She's fighting Paige Vanzant, who is very pretty. Yeah, she's very pretty. More than that though, she's a very well-rounded fighter. She's extremely tough. She fought through a broken arm. I don't mean to discredit her by saying she's pretty. She is very pretty. But Uncle Dana definitely wants her to lose. So he has this card stacked against her. I'm not sure how Paige is going to pull it off. She's going to be the worst striker of the two, the worst grappler of the two, has the worst cardio of the two. So my money's on Ribas. I wouldn't bet this fight. The odds are way too bad. Don't bet this fight. The odds are not good enough to take Ribas on it. But it's going to be pretty much the exit of Paige Vanzant from the UFC. And Uncle Dana wants to make sure that she can't make more money in another organization, so he's going to make sure she goes out on a loss. I don't know if this fight's going to get stopped or if it's going to go the distance. It's going to be depending on the referee. Paige Vanzant is going to be in some very tough spots. If the ref may stop it. If the ref doesn't stop it, I think Paige is going to be tough enough to survive 3 rounds. But I think she's going to lose every round, and it's going to be a unanimous decision against her. Raymond's pick for this fight is... Let me look real quick. Raymond also has Ribas for this for the pick of this fight. I don't know. I think Ray's got this one right. Next fight on the card: Jessica Andrade, plus 175, versus Rose Namajunas. Thug Rose, minus 210. Thug Rose is the favorite. I do think that she's going to come in and win this fight. She's a better striker. She was controlling the distance. She was controlling the striking in the first fight. I thought she was winning up until the point where she got hit with the earth. Jessica Andrade is not coming in to lose. She is going to bring the fire. She's got great slams. She's a female version of Rampage Jackson. She likes to pick people up and slams them down hard. She is very physically superior to Rose. But I think Rose's better technical abilities are going to let her stay on the outside, touch her up. When they exchange, she's going to be able to hit elbows and get out. As long as she does not get caught grappling with her, and Jessica is not allowed to hit her with the earth, I think that this is going to be an easy win for Rose. I think Rose gets the stoppage in the second round. I think Thug Rose wins this fight, no problem. She's going to keep it at the distance. She's going to eke out a decision win. Well, she may stop her late in the third if Andrade pushes too hard. I really wish this was a 5-round fight. I think for sure there'd be a finish if it was a 5-round fight, but I think this one's going to the cards. And I think Rose will be your winner on this contest. Let's see who Ray's got. Ray has Andrade winning this fight. So right here, me and Ray have different opinions. I think Rose is going to win. He's got Andrade. Definitely I'm right. Next fight, Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo, 135 Bantamweight Championship fight. Peter Yan is undefeated in the UFC. Jose Aldo is coming off a loss. Although even Dana White thinks he won that fight. Could have went either way. I thought Jose Aldo won that fight too. 135, he packs a little bit more power, but Peter Yan is going to stalk him and put pressure on him. Jose Aldo doesn't fare that well with pressure strikers. He seems to break down a little bit in the later rounds. I know a lot of the wisdom, the conventional wisdom is that he's got the experience, and the longer the fight goes, the better it is for him. I don't think that's true. I think the longer this fight goes, the better it is for Peter Yan. I think Yan's an up-and-comer. I think he's going to finish this fight. Lately, we've seen the up-and-comers have been polishing off the legends. There's a reason why you're a legend. You've been in the sport a long time. You took a lot of damage. I think Jose Aldo is going to fall sometime in the 3rd or 4th round. TKO finish, Peter Yan. Let's see who Ray has. Ray has Peter Yan winning also. Next fight, Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway. I think this fight is amazing. This fight is going to be fight of the night on the main card. I don't think this fight is going to go much different than their first fight though. I think Max is going to have a hard time with Volkanovski. Volkanovski is going to touch him up top, up low. The only thing I can say is if Max can not be faked out by the shots this fight, Volkanovski did a great job changing up his strikes up top to his leg kicks, and he would make penetration steps and try and take Max Holloway down. Max had a hard time adapting to that. He wasn't sure where any of the attacks were coming from. If he can set the pace, he can win this fight. Max Holloway is probably the best 145er that has ever fought so far in the division. But he's fighting Volkanovski, who's a champion, who's already beat him once. Like I just said in the last video, the legends are starting to fall. Volkanovski, I think, is going to take this one. I'm going to say exact same thing, except this time it's going to be a 5-round split decision for Volkanovski. Let's see who Ray has. Ray has the same thing as Volkanovski. Actually, Ray just sent me these things with one guy checked off, so I'm just reading you the guy that he doesn't have checked off. He could be actually voting opposite. I haven't actually talked with him. You know how we go. We're not really too composed here at Caveman's Corner. Main event of the night, Kamaru Usman, the champion, minus 240, versus Jorge Masvidal, the BMF champion, at plus 200. If I was going to bet any fight, this is my lock of the night. Kamaru Usman is going to destroy Masvidal. For Masvidal to win, he has to stay on the outside. He has to pick his strikes perfectly. He has to hurt Usman, who's also a power puncher. He's got great stand-up. He showed it in the Colby Covington fight. I don't think that Masvidal, on 6 days' notice, is going to be able to do too much with Usman. And besides for that, Masvidal's cornerman tested positive for COVID. He isn't even allowed to be in the arena with him. So, I mean, Masvidal's there without his head trainer. Mike Brown, he got the COVID. You can't make it out to the fight. That mentally affects people. If you've never fought and your coach that you expect to be there is not there, it changes things. It changes the way you fight, changes how you feel, changes your warm-up. Everything's just a little bit off. That little bit of a slow start is going to be enough for Usman to just dominate him from start to finish. Usman's got the better cardio anyways. He's got the better wrestling. Usman is Division II national champ. He's going to be able to put Masvidal down. Now here's something you don't know about Jorge Masvidal. His jiu-jitsu on the bottom is super underrated. I think he's got a great game on the bottom. He does a great job protecting himself. He's got great submissions, and he's good at getting back up. And he's really hard to take down. But as you get more fatigued, it's easier and easier to get the takedown. I think Usman is going to finish this fight by the end of the second round by vicious TKO. Those are our picks for tonight. Oh, let's see who Ray's got. Ray also picked Usman. So we both have Usman winning this fight. If I had to tell everyone to bet everything they got, I would tell you to bet on Usman in this fight. I heard on the grapevine that Masvidal is guaranteed a rematch. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, expect him to come out swinging in the first round, trying to take out Usman right off the bat and make it look like it's a very competitive fight. I do think he's going to come out hot, and I do think Usman's going to be able to put him down right off the bat. So I think this whole first round is going to be Usman smashing Masvidal on top. Masvidal gets up, Usman touches him up a little bit, puts him back down. And by the end of the first round, I think Masvidal is going to be shot. I don't think this would be the same thing if he had a full training camp, but it is what it is. Masvidal's the BMF for stepping up for this fight, but he's about to get an ass whooping. Those are our picks for the night. Check back after the fights, and we'll see where we're at. Caveman's Corner is out. See you, Ray.